Hello everyone and welcome to our Week 7 battle. You know that it's been frantic as you saw in the team builder yesterday. If you didn't watch that, it's a pretty good one because I am all out of sorts today. But here we are in Week 7 and we are 6-0 looking to go 7-0, and if we don't, we don't. And this is kind of one of those weeks where if we don't, you just got to accept that that's kind of what happens sometimes. Did get the chance to team build and everything, so that all worked out. Didn't get a chance to get my team together, so ended up having to use the exact same team that I used in Week 2. So I'm gonna get connected with my opponent, and I will see you guys back in a second when I get there. So I found Oslov. Didn't find my opponent, but I found Oslov. That's interesting. He's currently having a wonder trade, unsurprisingly. Anyway, all right, everyone, welcome back. Here we are, connected with our opponent, Soul, coach of the South County Scolipedes. He's really looking for a win here. He is currently in desperate need of a win in order to make sure that he can solidify a spot in the playoffs, work his way towards that. Meanwhile, we are in a good spot where if we lose, we lose. Now, obviously, I don't intend to lose. I don't want to lose. But if we do, it's not the end of the world. We will still be 6-1. We'll still be in good position to make the playoffs and even win the division. Now, he is bringing the rain this time, and he actually brings the Mandibuzz for the first time this season, so my predictions are so far off here. You guys are going to have to give me a second to pull up the correct Pokemon. He does bring the Mandibuzz, no Zapdos, and he brings the Scrafty. Okay, so let's put that in. He does not have the Tapu Fini or the Rotom Heat. Oh my gosh, Scrafty. Calm down, go in the right place. Please and thank you. There you go. No Rotom Heat, but instead he's got the Pelipper. And he's got the no Tapu Fini, but the Swampert. Now, that Tapu Fini does bring the rain this time, and as a result of him bringing the rain this time, I think we are going to make good use of our Gardevoir set. And in the interest of finishing on time this time, let's just pick a lead. So I think that getting my Mega Evolution up is a big deal. But I think he'll lead with Pelipper. So I'm gonna just lead with my Infernape this time. He could lead with Jinx again, and if he does, he does. And I just switch out into my Umbreon, just like last time. Now, I should mark down his team. It was Jinx, Pelipper, Scrafty, Mandibuzz. I think this is the first time he's bringing this all season. Swampert, and Goodra. So he's definitely using the rain to his advantage. We don't have a Fire-type move, so I'm not too worried about it. Got it right. His Pelipper. He's had a couple Pelippers that didn't have Drizzle on them, so that's pretty funny. Now, obviously, he could Hurricane here. He could have Defog on this Pelipper. I do like my rocks up, though. I do want my rocks up. But how much does a Rock Slide do to a Pelipper? Probably only about 50%. This thing's unacceptably bulky. Yeah, it's only looking like it's doing about 60 to 70%, so it's a guaranteed to a KO, where Scald or Hurricane could one-shot me if I didn't have my Focus Sash, which I do. So I could just 2 Rock Slides. He could U-turn to break the Sash and get out. I like Stealth Rock, personally. I personally want these rocks up for this battle. And his Pelipper and Mandibuzz are his only forms of removal. Both are weak to it, so if he does U-turn, I'll actually be really okay with it. He Hurricanes. That's fine. We've got the Focus Sash, so we're in good shape here. I don't want to lose my Infernape just yet. He doesn't have a... His Swampert could have rocks, but otherwise I'm in pretty good shape to switch out and switch it back in later, where it might be able to do something with a big close combat on the Scrafty, or a Rock Slide, or Gunk Shot later on in the match. Doesn't actually provide me that much benefit. I mean, Rock Slide, fast Rock Slide is decently useful. I think it's actually just... I should just put Rock Slide here. Let Scrafty go down. It happens that is unfortunate. That he does, you know, get off that Hurricane. But that's okay. We're doing 50%. We're seeing a bit of a set. He's got a little bit of bulk investment. And we get the flinch. Oh my god. Guys, it may be one of those days. So he's going to withdraw. That's fine. We get some free damage off on the Swampert. And there's definitely no reason for me to stay in here. Because Swampert really doesn't want to touch... Well, Venusaur hasn't Mega Evolved, and if he predicts that and goes for an Ice Punch, I'm in a little bit of trouble there. So I could go into Noctoly. If he goes for Superpower, he goes for Superpower. I don't expect that, really. And Noctoly is reasonably physically bulky. It's not, it's specially invested, but it's reasonably physically bulky. More than Venusaur before it Mega Evolves. So I think that's a good play. I think going out in Noctoly, there's no reason to just sack off Sparky at this point. Swampert has to Mega Evolve on this turn, so that works for me. And let's see what he goes for. Waterfall would be the obvious play. Ice Punch would be the prediction of the Venusaur. And Superpower would be the prediction of the Umbreon, which I don't think he would predict. This is kind of the middle ground play. So Waterfall does come out. That's going to do a pretty hefty chunk. And do we care if Umbreon goes down? I think so. It's got Toxic on it, and it can stall at the Mandibuzz if it needs to. So I definitely don't want to just lose it here. Now I know that he's going for Waterfall, and he has to go for Waterfall again in order to get the kill. I think that's when Venusaur becomes a viable switch-in. So I think that, yes, it was a lot of damage on my Umbreon. And yes, it's not ideal to take that kind of damage. But this is the last turn of Rain. And Venusaur can come in pretty freely here. So an Umbreon can definitely come in later on the Jinx, on the Goodra. Take some hits there. Potentially on the Pelipper too. So he does go for the Waterfall, and that's going to do, you know, a little bit. But the Rain's going to end, and now he's got to be fearing the Grass-type attack, which makes me think he doesn't want to stay in here, right? And what does he go out into? Pelipper could take it. Mandibuzz would probably be the switch. But no matter what, I think Knockoff is the safest play. It handles anything. He has no grass types, so Leech Seed is also a safe play here. And I like the Leech Seed play, honestly. Almost better than Knockoff. No, I think Knockoff for utility is more useful. Leech Seed I can do later. If he does go back out into the Pelipper, he clearly doesn't have the Damp Rock on it, which is great information to have. He didn't have Leftovers, and he didn't have Damp Rock, so I'm curious what item he's going to have on it. What is this? Goodra. Okay, well, if this is Assault Vested, then I'm perfectly comfortable knocking off the item. If it's Sap Sipper, then I'm really glad I didn't go for Leech Seed, because I completely forgot about that until it just came in. So, get a big knockoff off here. What do we knock off? The Assault Vest? That's okay. Works for me. Okay. And what are you going to do to me? I don't know what this thing wants to hit me with. It was Assault Vested, so it definitely doesn't have any form of recovery. So I'm just going to click Synthesis and see what he wants to do to me. I probably don't outspeed this. I am a sassy nature because I was a mixed attacker and I wanted to make sure I had that extra bulk. But since I'm a sassy nature, I have that extra special defense investment. So we get a chance to get a big hit off here on this thing. Or, well, we're going to Synthesis. But he's going to Hidden Power Ice, Fire, Psychic. Not sure, but it's not going to do very much. Could be Hidden Power Flying, Psychic, I don't even know. Now we get a big Synthesis off, and I can click Sludge Bomb pretty freely here. He's got nothing that's immune, he's got no Steel type, and this thing no longer has an Assault Vest. I can get the Poison on it because he doesn't have his Tapu Fini. So he's going to get another little hit of Hidden Power off, which is clearly his best attack for this. And we get a critical hit. Jesus, oh my god, the hacks. I'm so sorry, Soul, about these hacks. This battle has already been nuts with the flinch, with the crit, with the poison. Oh, I feel bad. But I'm going to take every advantage I can get. He's going to drop a Draco just as a last-ditch effort to try to kill this Venusaur. And it's going to do a chunk, but we're going to take it just fine. And get up a Synthesis here. Oh, I feel badly. And Poison should take him down to where I get one more turn, which is even worse for him because it means I get back another Synthesis here. Like, this is just, it's not how I want to win. You know, I don't want to win thanks to hacks. If he crits me back, I would feel like that's vindication. You know, we're all square. But he doesn't, and he's going to go down to poison. So it'll be Mega Venusaur. Or, well, I guess Goodra dies to poison from Sludge Bomb. Alright, well, that's the first kill we needed, and Mega Venusaur sitting at close to full health. In comes the Pelipper. It's going to take Stealth Rocks. It's going to outspeed me. Hurricane from a Pelipper does how much to a Mega Venusaur? 60 to 70%. Sludge Bomb kills this thing, though. And actually, if he's not speed invested, he's probably speed invested, but if he's not speed invested, I do outspeed him. And it doesn't kill with Hurricane. It puts me in a tight spot where I'm pretty damaged. Which is obviously not what I want. And getting rid of this thing would be huge, so we're just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. If we outspeed him, that'd be fantastic. He has no speed investment in that thing, and we definitely kill it with that. So Mega Venusaur kills Pelipper with Sludge Bomb. So in comes the Jinx. It's going to take 25%. Obviously, these rocks, they were so big. I looked at that on the team prep and was like, yep, rocks, they're everything. Venusaur doesn't wall his Mega Swampert because I don't have a grass type attack, but it sort of puts in a ton of work for the rest of this game. So he's not, it makes me want to keep it and keep it not statist. Noctoly puts in a lot of work against this thing. Obviously, it can Focus Blast and kill me from the range I'm at. I could go out into my Gardevoir, which can pick up the Dry Skin, so that whatever damage he's doing with Ice Beam or anything, or Psychic, probably Psychic, is not going to hit that hard. How much does Ice Beam do to Gardevoir? I kind of like that play. This Gardevoir has the Assault Vest, so I can take any hit pretty easily. Ice Beam's only doing 30 to 35%. Now I'm not killing it back or anything, but I kind of like that play. And so let's do that. Let's go out into Gardevoir here. No need to risk losing Venusaur to some crazy crit freeze. Instead we get the Gardevoir with the Dry Skin. Goes for the Psychic. That's kind of what I expected. Psychic's not doing very much at all. Now we see that he's going to outspeed me. That's okay. That's okay. We get the Dry Skin up, and he no longer has an immunity to Grass, although he has Mandibuzz. Moonblast does neutral damage to Jinx, neutral damage to Swampert, and Oko Scrafty, and does a chunk to Mandibuzz. So I kind of like the Moonblast. Psyshock doesn't hit Mandibuzz or Scrafty, so I think Moonblast is the play. I mean, this thing, it has Shadow Ball, so he can definitely do that. We saw how little the Psychic did, though, so Shadow Ball is not going to kill. Gets a crit. I mean, that happens. But we get a big Moonblast off. Now, obviously, he outspeeds, and with that crit, what that did was that means that we don't... I don't know if we can survive another one without a crit. Without a crit, it's only doing 36 to 43%, according to this. If he is max special attack modest. So without a crit, I should be able to survive it. And that allows me to put Moonblast again. Now Gardevoir is going to take a big hit, but it is going to tank it. He does get the special defense drop, but at this point I don't think that's going to matter too much. And we are going to be able to take out the Jinx. So Gardevoir, who's had a couple of weeks to rest, recover, kills Jinx with Moonblast, is picking up right where she left off, and getting these kills. So Had a couple of weeks to rest, recover, and recuperate. Does take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. Now Gardevoir, how are we looking on Rain? This is the last turn of Rain. Gardevoir can still handle Scrafty and Mandibuzz, and I definitely do want it for that. I'm looking at Sparky as an option, although Close Combat does a ton of work as well against Scrafty, and Rock Slide can hit Mandibuzz pretty hard, but I don't see Sparky being that useful for the remainder of this game. I kind of expect him to Ice Punch here, expecting me to go into my Venusaur on this turn. I think Infernape is... He could still have Defog, and as long as I keep Infernape around, I can still get the rocks back up. But they're not that vital anymore. He goes to Mandibuzz and Defogs, and he stays in with Mandibuzz until it dies. Yeah, so I think I just go out into Infernape here and let that go down. And we get a chance to see what he's going to go for. So he does go for the Waterfall. So he doesn't try to make any crazy predictions or anything. So Mega Swampert kills Infernape with Waterfall. Okay. Now the rain stopped. We know Gardevoir outspeeds this thing because I have it EV'd to do so. And it has the Energy Ball. So I kind of want to go back into Gardevoir here and click Energy Ball. I don't think there's anything else that I really want to switch in right now. So I'm going to go into Gardevoir, which may give away that I am carrying the Energy Ball. And that's alright. I still need to click it. Gardevoir should outspeed the remainder of his team. So even though he can go into Mandibuzz here and take very, very little damage from this Energy Ball, it still means that I can just go for a Moonblast afterwards, and Energy Ball to Mandibuzz. Energy Ball does 10%, Moonblast doesn't get the kill. Well, Moonblast after that and Rocks does get the kill. But we do get the kill with Gardevoir here. So Gardevoir kills Mega Swampert with Energy Ball. And now he's just got Scrafty and just got Mandibuzz. Yeah, it is his first time. So after Stealth Rocks, not that side, Stealth Rocks on that side, Moonblast, still a guaranteed 2-hit KO on a fully specially defensive, fully HP invested Mandibuzz. If it's not that, then I will kill with Moonblast. And either way, well, is it either way, or do I need this thing for Scrafty? I don't. I still have Lucario, which has close combat and can handle the Scrafty just fine. I can poison it with my... I can poison it with Umbreon. So he is fully specially defensive invested and sets up a Tailwind. So now he can kill me in revenge, and I don't want to die. Mandibuzz has leftovers. I don't want to die now that he's done that. I'm tempted to go out into Lucario, which should be able to eat any hit. And yeah, I'm tempted to go into Lucario here. Doesn't show the Pursuit. I don't even know if Mandibuzz learns Pursuit. Extreme Speed is doing 21 to 25%. So he knocks off. There we go. Can't knock off. I have the Rocky MZ. Guys, I'm decently sure I put on the Rocky MZ. I can't remember if I did. We're going to check, but I'm pretty sure I have the Rocky MZ. All right. Z-Power, Rocky MZ. All right, cool. So we have it, but at +1, does an Extreme Speed kill from there? It's actually a really, really tight damage range from there about whether Extreme Speed kills or not. It does 32 to 38%. So I kind of just want to click Z Continental Crush, like we didn't get to do last time. Goes for the taunt. That's not going to do anything. Tailwind, taunt, and knock off we've seen. So Lucario kills Mandibuzz with the Stone Edge. So we actually get to see it this time. We actually get to see it this time. It's so overkill from that range. Stone Edge would have absolutely killed, but Stone Edge is an 80% accurate move, and I prefer 100% accurate moves every single time. So out comes the Scrafty. And I think at this point, there's no reason to switch out. There's no reason to do anything. If Scrafty survives this, it's not Intimidate, so it could be Moxie. If it's Scarf Moxie, I need to know. Can't imagine him running Scarf Scrafty. He outspeeds me. What kind of speed investment is this Scrafty running? I don't know how. Oh, he has a Tailwind, right. But we have a close combat for a Scrafty, and so with that, Lucario kills Scrafty with close combat. We had some hacks early in the battle, and then that just that kind of set the tone for the whole battle. Soul, I'm sorry about the hacks early on. They definitely did matter. But, guys, with that, the New York Empoleon, using exactly the same team twice, somehow managed to come out 2-0 in those battles, 7-0 on the season. Next week, we will be playing against David once again, and David is going to be our biggest competition. If he loses this week, or if we beat him next week, we will clinch the division title. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle. I really enjoyed having a chance to use this team a second time and see what they were capable of against something new. They were the Pokemon I thought had the best matchup against this team the first time, and I agree this time. So, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, next week, and hopefully you guys stay well until then. Bye-bye!